it is. I really think it is. No, I think it is the haircut. Because when I was on Y&R for a while, I had my hair like this, and there was a still that's one of my favorite pictures, and I said, why don't I go back to that hair?
I like it. I like the hair, yes. But you look stunning anyway. Every time you do.
So how was it out there today? I know it's nothing new to you.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yes, it is wonderful. It's very difficult. You're on stage for like 3 hours nonstop. People flying by, and you get 2 or 3 seconds with each person, and it's wonderful to be with them. It's exhausting, completely wipe out morning, and it's wonderful. Yeah, it is. It really is.
They give you their energy.
Yeah.
You're informed that they care about the show a lot.
Yes. Oh, a lot. They're loyal to our Days fans, for sure.
And they come from everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even in the midst of the fire.
And all ages.
Yeah.
Even in the midst of this catastrophic week in California. I could not believe we were going through with the event.
I did.
We thought it might be
Saves Our Lives is all about escapism.
Yeah.
Yes.
And don't we need like not everybody can, but if you can, I mean some of us are stuck dealing with it.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes you feel better to see you guys are out here. You know, you're still here. It's not.
didn't stop.
Well, that's what the head of daytime NBC reminded us just before we started the day, how much this meant to the people that needed us to lift their spirits. So that was pretty nice too.
Yeah.
And it lifts your spirits.
It does.
It does.
It does. It reminds you that there's millions of them, and you may never meet them, but you mean something to them.
Yeah, and even just those few seconds with you, and they appreciate that. It doesn't have to be a long time. That they can just meet you.
That's right.
Say and you say
You get
hello
a
to them.
moment to shake hands.
They're
You
happy.
say hi.
One lady
Glad
brought
you
me
came.
And they're
a booklet
happy.
of pictures she had taken through the years.
Oh my
with
God.
Oh,
That is like crazy.
From this
isn't
event.
that
Of
something?
this event. Another lady brought me a cake.
Makes me want to cry.
Yes.
Yes, right.
Did you already
Yes.
eat it?
No, it's upstairs.
Yes, I'm sure
Another
you're
lady
funny.
brought us little boxes of
Oh yes.
homemade sweets.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Oh, you meet a lot of people, especially.
I find that one of the very interesting things that the fans don't just give gifts, but personalized gifts. When people have babies, they like paint onesies for them. Like it's amazing the things I see. You guys.
Well, they're family. They're like part of our
Well,
family.
That's part of the genius of this art form of soap opera. We have been so long on the air and been in their homes so long that we are a part of their family and they are a part of our family. It's a very close relationship. You've all been viewers of Days for a long time.
I was
Oh,
like 8 in 1977.
1967. Since I was 11.
So I remember.
So 2 years before, 2 years after it came on, I've been watching.
That was before
since I was.
Susan.
It's
Yeah,
because
the character was on,
Yeah.
but I wasn't playing it.
Yeah, right. But I remember the whole
Because
Doug
like my
and
mom
Jolie.
was pregnant
Oh
with
my
me,
gosh,
and I
yes.
think I heard it through
Mickey
the
and
womb.
Maggie. Yes.
But it's very
Addie and
Because
Hope.
families like I watch it, and now like I have some friends watch it. You know, 'cause they know
I
that
watched it with my cousin, my
So
aunt.
many times, a lady will come up to us and her eyes will well up with tears and say, I wish my mother was with me to meet you.
Yes.
And that, it's a big thrill both ways.
you guys are both like such a big part of the show, like such an important.
They are the part.
Part of the
First
show.
super
Are we going to see you
couple.
guys in town for the holidays? Any action?
We're here.
You're here. That's a
Yeah.
good sign.
And we're in
You're not
Salem
on a
lot.
cruise.
Where's the next
We're
trip?
not on a cruise. Next trip
gotta
is
be
in
going
late March. We're going to, in real life,
Right.
thank
course.
God.
Yeah.
We're going to Europe. We're going to Amsterdam.
Nice.
River cruise with Bill's eldest daughter, and then she has to go home to her husband, and we're going on back into Amsterdam, catching a ship and going up to Oslo.
Oh, nice.
So it's Viking.
You guys are awesome.
Viking.
It's a
What
Viking.
marriage should be.
Yes, travelers.
Viking
Yeah.
River, Viking Ocean.
Viking Ocean.
That is
Yeah,
awesome.
we've sailed with them. This is the fourth time.
I've only been on one cruise and it was a soap cruise.
It's not
Yes.
the same.
Not the same. I know. I can
There are all different kinds of cruises.
When you are
And
not
that's
on a
one
soap
kind.
cruise, people are much calmer.
What I appreciate with the soap cruise is the people who paid for the soap part of it were totally cool. It was the people who got just, because it's a huge boat, not everybody's there for the soap. It was the people who didn't know they were going to be there that were inappropriate and out of control and hysterical. Whereas the ones who purposely went, they knew how to comport them. Like they knew what they were getting in for, but the ones who were surprised. And a couple of the actors, like when we docked, purposely went and did the pool because they couldn't do it during, like
When
people were on the
everybody
boat.
was there. How sad. How sad.
Do you guys get recognized when you do the cruising and traveling?
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, sometimes we had the great pleasure of doing soap opera lectures on Crystal for about
7 years.
7 years. So we saw a lot of the world. And in that time, we got to learn about backstage on a cruise ship. How no matter what the guest is complaining about, you are to deal with it. If you're wearing a badge that says guest lecturer or guest celebrity, you handle that problem. And one of the greatest moments of my life was being in Rome, walking out of the Borghese Museum, coming to a stoplight, and one of the other guests from Crystal came up to me and said, "Mrs. Hayes, how do I get a taxi in Rome?"
She was
looked
needed a
around.
taxi.
A taxi came down the street.
Oh my God.
You said apparently
I said, here's one.
Just like this. This is how you do it. And when we were in Rome at the Borghese this year, I'm standing at that stoplight. This is where it happened. This is that great moment in my life.
Oh my
God,
goodness.
that sounds like another book about your
We're
cruising.
writing another book.
Oh, you are? Okay.
We're writing a sequel to our novel.
Oh, okay.
And Bill's been working on it for five years, and we're working on it together and doing a polish. And we have a good editor when we get to it.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
a long
excited.
process, isn't it?
Boy, oh
writing
boy.
a book.
It's a
is for us.
historical novel, so it's research.
Research, right? Because you want to get it right.
Yeah.
The history right.
That's so exciting.
Yes.
You guys are always busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have a
And I
good
make
life.
dinner and breakfast every day.
That's great.
Wow, that's
make dinner and breakfast every
Good.
day.
Good.
Wow.
And do you mix it up?
No, I make them both.
No, I mean, do you mix up what you're making? Like, do you? Is
A little bit.
A little bit, or do you have like your set things? Like,
I like just fruit and an egg. Susan gets a little creative in that, but mostly
you like to keep it basic.
But at 5:30 this morning, I was up cutting the strawberries and the banana.
Oh, yeah.
And do you have any skills in the kitchen? Just the eating?
No.
But it's.
I can keep us all alive. No problem.
Yeah.
It's a
He's the
balance of
singer.
labor.
We miss your
That's
singing
right.
on the show.
So do we.
I know, but I know all that copyright
I
stuff.
miss
Can't
that.
afford
I
it.
know.
should do
They
that.
can't. I
But we do
know.
have a wonderful episode coming up where he does sing.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
good.
And it's in the middle of December.
They bought one
Okay.
song, and it's very costly now. What
That's what
used to be
I
$200, $300, $400 is now $15,000, $20,000.
1,000.
What?
That's why we're
Yeah.
not having any
That's
music.
why.
We can't sing. There's no money for it.
Days was always the singing.
Right, the Great American.
Always.
You cannot afford the Great American Songbook anymore.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
We had it made for the 10 or 12 years that Doug's Place had singing every day.
Always the Christmas, too.
Those were the days.
Those were great.
Oh, those were
Great.
yes.
But they had a
That's what
budget,
I like.
and the prices were small.
And time.
Some of the songs, one of the songs was The Look of Love. It cost $1.
So he sang it many, many times.
Many times.
Many times. Yeah.
Yeah, I belonged to Columbia Pictures when we belonged to Columbia.
Yeah.
I'm surprised NBC doesn't have music that they.
You would think.
Doesn't NBC
They don't.
We don't have a lot of NBC money.
Yes.
What we have is Corday money.
Corday, yeah.
Always
And
like
it's a
Tom and
small-
Alice's
it's a smaller
And
pot.
thank God that
Always.
It was pointed out
They
to
have
me that
that.
one of the reasons this event can be free is because NBC owns the property run.
Okay, 'cause it is
it's one
free
of
for
the only free
everybody.
soap events in existence.
But it is a free event.
It's a free
Now,
event.
do they have to pay for the park to come in, but they don't have to pay the park fee to come to this.
No.
No.
Just the parking.
So they're just city walk, just the parking.
Which is
the
really,
parking.
that's huge. Every other soap event costs a lot. And then they're flying to get here. And then if they want to buy the paraphernalia, they actually get a bag here just for
They give them a bag and a little
it's nice
case of
stuff.
live stuff.
It's fascinating to see because I have to cover a lot of these things.
And people come
And
from
it's
all
one that you
over.
hear the
They
fans-
come from Australia, somebody's
great.
here, and in
This one was
England. And yeah, they come from all over.
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's my getaway. I came from Pennsylvania, clear over
came
here.
from
and it's- I
Ohio.
come every
You
year.
get some people to vote. No, never mind. On that note,
Hey, no, wait. We voted Democrat, I'm thinking, right?
You think
Of
you're
course.
right.
Yeah. Well, Democratic governor, we kept him. Yes. Yeah. So it's, I know, but our state went Trump, and I don't know why.
By a few votes, really.
Yeah, I
It was
know.
another
It was a
small
shock.
margin,
Yes.
Maybe if they counted
Yes.
like Michigan, or maybe if they counted Florida. Oh,
Yeah.
Again, the fact that it's happening, although I also found the video that was going around of what people went through in order to vote. Have you seen it? Of all the polls. Oh, it was really upsetting. Places where there was a whole town where the electricity went out. There were places where there was only one machine that would read the poll,
That's
read
awful.
it, so that they all had to wait in line
Long lines. There were long lines in California.
just to
that was.
submit it. Like
I
after
still don't
they-
understand the Trump phenomenon. I still don't get it. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. not a fan at all.
We've met a lot of America, and I do understand.
Well,
But I'm
yeah.
very sad.
I'm very sad. That's how people
I think sometimes out here we start to think things have changed more than they have because of how we are.
Because we are in a bubble.
I guess.
Yeah.
Such a bubble.
True.
Well,
Such a
society
bubble.
is like kids are different now, like from when we were young.
Kids in LA and
They're just different. I don't.
Yeah,
It's a different
yes.
mentality. Different. I think there's a lot of they higher expectations. They just want a free ride. They don't want to have to work for anything.
Entitlement.
Entitlement. That's it.
That's
Couldn't
the
think
word
of the
for
right
it.
word.
Entitlement.
The age of
But I
entitlement.
can see a difference just from when I was,
Were you in the Girl Scouts of Brownie,
Yes.
perhaps?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't
Work
last very long in the
ethic, strong
brownies.
work
I had an
ethic.
outfit.
Yeah. I mean, they
You
just
did get
they don't
the-
I didn't
care
last
now.
very long though. I wasn't very girly. Not that the brownies was so girly, but I don't know. I didn't last. I just remember doing a beading project, and that's it. And hearing the outfit.
You got a badge. You got a badge for the beading.
You were a Girl
People think
Scout.
it's really funny.
I was a brownie.
You're a brownie? Okay.
My mother wound up being the head of the. So she taught all the brownies how to curtsy.
Oh.
Presented to the
I bet they
queen.
don't
Should it
curtsy
ever
anymore.
happen? I bet
Oh
they
my
don't.
goodness.
Yeah.
You meet the queen, you must do that.
We're just talking now. You can take this.
Is it okay if I get a picture?
Yeah, she staged a wonderful fly-up ceremony.
You guys are so cute. I love it.
It's been fascinating to see how
My daughter would say, oh, they're so cute. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you. Aw.
Reminds me of my dad. Thank you for checking my dad's age.
Pleasure. Is that a gel?
It's a that's
It is a gel, and it might be like a super fancy gel because she left me waiting for a while, and then she came over. She's like, "What do you think of this color?" I think she was trying to make up.
Yeah.
Like they have all these new ones that you pay extra for.
So,
This is acrylic
did you
gel.
have to cook this under the light?
They are. I always
First
say
I had
that.
the acrylic.
I'm the
Because
same
I'm a
way.
90s girl. I've never gotten rid of my acrylics. And then the gel keeps it from chipping.
The gel keeps it from chipping, and it should last a long time.
The last time I went longer than I should have. Like I went like over a month. And it was funny because it was before Halloween. It was
Was there
black and
decay
green.
under there?
There was no decay. But one of them did pop up the day before I went in, which is always so classy. It's like
Pleased to meet you. Oh, my God.
You too, as always.
We all have that friend who wakes up early to go get everyone McDonald's breakfast, while the rest of us sleep in. This is your sign to thank them. And if you're that friend, this is us saying thank you.
Just a friendly reminder that right now, get any size iced coffee before 11 a.m. for just 99 cents. And a satisfying sausage McMuffin with egg is just $2.79. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
What you're hearing is Hardie Fiber Cement Siding living up to its reputation as the siding that handles hail impact with ease. James Hardie knows how important a reputation is, especially when you're a contractor. That's why Hardie Siding withstands severe weather better than vinyl siding. with styles to match its strength, so you can be sure you're providing your clients with the best. Protect your reputation with exterior products by James Hardie.